Thing better not chip the paint. Now see this. Is what I would need a scrub daddy for. Dang it. Ah. And then I'm scared to like scrape it because I want to scrape the paint. You know what? Oh shoot! First of all, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, y'all, hey. Hold up. Wait a minute. Now let me make sure we popping. Let me make sure we cooking with grease. Please hold. Hold on here. Okay, cool. Hey, y'all, hey. So I gotta do my hair this weekend. Hair, nails, toes, everything. If people knew, I don't want to say people, if men knew, for real, how much women went through to keep it together at all times, y'all would be a whole lot more uh, everything. Everything nicer, everything. I hope everybody is having a good Friday. If you were having a good Friday and then somebody tried to ruin your damn day, we're going to give them a virtual middle finger. Because sometimes you got to do that to people. Now, okay. Y'all ever heard of the selfie show stick? I actually thought I liked it for a second, but now it's like it ain't holding it. Wait, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me see. No, because. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, tight. Let me see. You know, I be trying to test and make sure everything Gucci Louis Prada. Okay, I think I got it. Y'all ignore them. No, wait, that ain't it either. Hold on. That's still ain't gonna work today. Oh, you never know how crazy something look on camera until it's on a black background. That came from them bats. Oh, I'm glad Halloween is over. How was y'all Halloween? What were y'all for Halloween? I saw some really cute costumes coming up and down my timeline. Y'all did that. So some of y'all, anyway. So everybody that hung out with me at least a little bit yesterday on the stream, and you saw me struggling to breathe in my Little Mermaid costume. Somehow, some way, Brooklyn and I actually made it to some homes and actually was able to make it back home successfully with some candy. And I did not faint, ironically. But I did see some cute some costumes though. I saw some cute costumes. I saw a lot of people be the Minions. I saw a lot of people being Barbie. Oh, this light is bothering me, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know right here on the Lunchtime Lowdown, we keep it 1,000. Right? Yeah, I gotta do my hair this weekend. I look like I had a long week. And I did. But even though I had a long week, my week is not as long as some of your favorite celebrities that's still in jail. We gotta get caught up on it, y'all. I'll just say this. I'm gonna work on. I'm sorry. I'm here with y'all. This is just bothering me. And then what's gonna happen is, I can see it in the camera, so it's behind me. I'm trying to see if I had some some old sanitizer or something. Oh well, y'all just have to deal with that. So after the show, then I go just scrub that in, get it out. Anyway, y'all, hey. Oh man, listen. Today I woke up with good intentions, and I had, because intentions do matter. I had like these plans, right? And then I was trying to figure out some last minute things that I was gonna tweak, and if I was gonna do certain things, and if I was gonna do it, because it's the first of the month. So, like if you're gonna do a challenge or anything like that, like it's the first of the month. So you gotta get with it. So yeah. When they say protect your peace, let me tell you what it means. Part of protecting your peace is knowing when to not answer the phone. Like sometimes you're not being rude by protecting your peace. You ain't being brand new by protecting your peace. Sometimes, like you gotta know your people. Okay. So it don't mean you don't love them. It don't mean you don't want to talk to them. It don't, or maybe it does, right? But you gotta know your people. Wait, am I blurry, y'all? Let me know in the chat if I'm blurry, okay? All right, y'all. So you got to know your people. And if you're about to do something, or you know what you on, or the potential for what you need, the energy, strength, or mindset to do is coming right up, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call, y'all, it's okay to not answer the phone. Sometimes you got to not answer the phone. And, sometimes they'll call you back to back. But trust me, if it was a 911, they would call 911. Y'all, we can't fix everything. The only thing that you're going to do by trying to fix everything is guaranteed drain yourself. Guaranteed. Am I blurry, y'all? Let me see. Is that better? Is that better? Tell me in the chat. Y'all think it's, you know what I think it is? I think I know what it is. Let me try something. Let me try something. Put a bookmark to where I was just talking about. And what we were talking about was, okay, I like the way this whole thing just moved around. Let's see if that's better. It's like this glare that I'm seeing that I thought was from this window over here, but now I'm hiding behind the monitor. See? Hey, y'all. Hey. Now I'm hiding behind the monitor and I still see the glare. So anyway, if y'all have trouble seeing me, just let me know, okay? All right, cool. Cool. So listen, like I was saying, y'all, you got to know your people. And sometimes it don't mean you don't love them. It don't mean none of that. But, if you got to protect your peace, or you got to, something you got to do, or it's a way you don't need to feel, or the potential for it to be an argument, for the conversation to go left, for it to disturb your spirit, for it to what's the right word? For it to disrupt your soul. Sometimes y'all, you gotta just not answer. You gotta ignore. And if it's to the point of where if the phone rings and like that person ringtone or whatever, like does something to your spirit, then if you're about to do something and you need to make sure your spirit is protected, put it on airplane mode. And this is, I didn't even plan on going here with this, but I just know that somebody needs this because, you know, sometimes it's so hard for us to, like, it's a lot going on always in the world, right? And so it's hard enough trying to hold it together. And sometimes people don't understand, if you can, sometimes getting through the day and getting home alive, sometimes if that's all you did, then baby, you have done enough. Some people don't understand it. And like I said, everybody's going through their own thing, but we cannot take on the weight and responsibility of other people's unhappiness. And that's real. I don't care if they're family. I don't care if it's somebody you're in a relationship with. I don't care if it's friends. I don't care if it's followers. I don't care what it is, y'all. This is dire. Like, I think a couple of weeks ago we did a show about talking about being tired of going to therapy for people who won't go to therapy in your life. Y'all, it's not up to you to try to make them go to therapy, but it is up to you to protect your own peace. They may not understand, and feeling like you have to explain it to them, especially knowing they're not gonna understand, is a trauma response. Because you don't really owe anybody an explanation. You really don't. Okay. So that's on my heart. I don't know who need to hear that, but take this from it. You can love them so much. And they probably even love you. But if having a conversation with them ruins your day, or if everything that they talk about is negative, or if they always got something negative to say, they always throwing things up in your face, they always gaslighting you, they always, and gaslighting and triangulation is, is the whole, what about me? The people that's always like, what about me? What about me? Sorry, my nose is itching from allergies, unlike Young Thug did. That's a whole nother conversation. Okay. Y'all gotta be careful, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, and I hate when I let people ruin my day. Because like I said, I know in my mind, right, what my plan was, my goal was, and I had a set mood. And then, you talk to somebody, and all of a sudden, even though you knew there was a likelihood of that person, putting you in a bad mood, etc., the conversation go wrong, etc., you still pick up the phone because you thought, because you're in a great mood and because you're happy, right, that it would rub off on them. No. We have to stop taking on things in real time that are not our responsibility. You just really do. Because if they don't appreciate who you are on your worst day, then what makes you think that they're going to appreciate anything else? If you give them everything you've got and it's still not enough, it will never be enough. So for somebody, I don't know who needed to hear that today, but please take that, because it's real. And this is not the show to talk about narcissism. I am not bashing narcissists, but it is a problem, y'all. Narcissism is at an all-time high. And this is not to bash narcissists, but this is to say, Houston, we got a problem. But in the interim, you can't change nobody else. But guess what? You can change yourself. You can change the way you respond to them. You can change the way you deal with them. You can put yourself in a better position so that you don't feel obligated to have to take abuse from them. And when I say abuse, I mean verbal abuse, financial abuse, down talk, etc. Don't let somebody else's unhappiness poison you. Some people will never be happy, and it got nothing to do with you. And once you get past the thinking that it's something that you can do because of how happy you are and how hard you work to be happy and this and that and that and that and that, like once you get past that, then you'll realize like it ain't you. And this is not calling out one person better than the other, but the real is, y'all, if this is how somebody is, that's probably just how they are. Holding on to things sometimes make things harder than letting go. Even though letting go seems hard, holding on to things sometimes make it harder. Like, you ever try to pull a bandage off? Or in this case, me trying to pull the sticky stuff off the wall from underneath the bats, the Halloween bat. But you ever try to pull a band-aid off, y'all, and like you keep stopping, and you keep stopping because you go to pulling and you didn't realize it was that tight, right? But you know, in order for the wound that is over to heal, it needs to get some fresh air so that all the germs, bacteria, and everything can clear out and you can heal. But when you try to pull the band-aid off, it hurts. So instead of just ripping it off, you just put it back down. You're like, wait, I'm gonna just wait till it get a little looser. I'm gonna try to, put some oil on it. Or I'm gonna try to see what happens when I get in the shower. Or let's see if this happened and that happened, and it gets a little looser. And the reality is, you're only prolonging the inevitable. And I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to me, y'all. You should never feel guilty for being happy, especially not when you work hard to not happy, if that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm saying. Never ever let somebody else being unhappy make you feel guilty for being happy. And if somebody is the type of person that will gaslight you or throw things up in your face, like things that you told them, like things that you're doing, and try to make you feel a way about it, feel bad about it, etc. And that's all the confirmation that you needed, y'all. That is not the type of person that you want to tell anything that could potentially affect your dreams, your goals, your life, your love, or your happiness, and definitely your peace. You don't get frustrated. The frustration comes in trying to get them to understand why you're frustrated. The frustration comes in trying to get them to understand their own greatness. The frustration comes in trying to get them to see what you see when you look at them. The frustration comes in, man, if only they would just see it for what it really is, man, life could be so great and things could be so great if we was like, we're on the same team. I don't understand why this person, like, why? Y'all, somebody, two things can be true. And I'm sorry for I keep throwing my hand up. I'm just trying to adjust the light, y'all, to see um if I can get it any clearer on my end. Just let me know in the chat if it's. But two things can be true. Somebody can love you and hate you at the same time. You ever felt like somebody that you love so much that once you never thought that you could do anything but to love them, and then all of a sudden, you get to a point in whatever the status of your relationship is, or your friendship, or etc., and you feel like, dang, why do they hate me so much? Like, I've only been good to them. I try my best to go out my way for them. Like, I give my all, try to go over and beyond to like prove my loyalty to them, to prove my love to them. And somehow, some way, they twist my words. They still find a way to make it my fault, to bring it back on me. And why do they hate me so much? Or do they hate me? Baby, let me tell you something. They don't hate you. They hate themselves. And that is a one-man show. You cannot take on the responsibility of trying to make someone who is unhappy with themselves be happy with you, let alone themselves. Sometimes, like I said, two things can be true at one time, like how somebody can love you and hate you at the same time. They hate you because they wish they were you. And let me be clear. I don't mean it like a hater, right? I mean it like they see your happiness and they're miserable. It looks like, you got everything, even though they don't know what's going on with you. They don't know what's going on with your bank account. They don't know what's going on in your personal life and whatever. They won't know because you can't tell them, because when you tell them, they use it against you and throw it back up in your face whenever you argue. So you don't want to tell them anything because that's part of protecting your peace, right? Well, they can love you and they can hate you at the same time. But their hate is really misguided and it's really for themselves. And it's so sad and a sad existence to think somebody trust me, they love you, okay? Because if they didn't love you, they would not be around you or even make an effort to be in your life or ever have made an effort to be in your life. But sometimes people love you because you're everything that they wish they were and everything that they wish they had and everything that they know they'll never be. And unfortunately, without you even knowing it, you putting yourself in a line of fire. You become their mental punching bag. You become their inner turmoil punching bag. Their hate becomes misguided. Everything starts to become your fault. When you're even talking to them, you'll say something to them and they'll repeat it back to you. And you're like, wait, I didn't say that. What are you talking about? It's because they don't even hear what you're saying. They hear what they feel about you. Right? Deep, right? And then you try to figure out, okay, I gotta be the bigger person. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. If I just keep being the bigger person, I just keep being nice, I just keep blah, 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 blah. Nah, it's time out for that. Sometimes, y'all, the best thing that you can do is leave. But it ain't that easy. Sometimes walking away is better than staying attached to something that's draining you. It'd be like the equivalent of like, you ever had like a bootleg cheap charger for your phone? iPhone or Android, right? And every time you plug the charger in, like your phone about to die, right? But every time you plug the bootleg cheap charger, because you don't have no other charger around, so you're like, at least I got this charger. Let me try to use it. Maybe it'll work for my phone, even though everybody says it's bootleg. Your phone start getting hot. It looked like it's charging, but then when you take it out, it done got lower. I'm sorry, y'all, something in my contact. It done got lower than what the battery was on before you put it on the charger. And you're like, dang, what is going on with this thing? That is how toxic people are to you. They are the charger that got the short in it that don't really charge for real and make you think you're charging your phone and then you take it out and your battery's even lower than what it was when you plugged up. Yeah, 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 y'all. And I know how it is to feel stuck. I know how it is. But we have got to, like I said, don't take this no kind of way because I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me. And whoever else needed something out of what I'm saying right now. We got to use what we're going through to propel us into what we know God called us to do. When the Bible said, and I don't care if you into the Bible, the Quran, call it a greater being, whatever it is, whoever your God is, as long as you believe in a higher power, we all know what it is, right? When they say protect your heart, protect your mind. Y'all, you also got to protect your ears. Okay? Don't be letting people speak they anxiety, they negativity, they anger, they self-hate, their doubts about you, the negative things about you. Y'all know, y'all, and I don't care who it is. We getting ready to go into a whole new year. Baby, 2025 ain't nobody getting a pass. 2025 ain't nobody getting a pass. Is you can't even give yourself a pass. Not when it comes to being there for yourself. It's time for you to show up for you. And I don't know who needs to hear that. I know I did. It's bigger than social media. It's bigger than your job. It's bigger than anything that could be remotely going on in your life right now. In all of your living and trying to make a living and scrambling to do what you can to try to make a life, don't forget to live. Don't forget to live. And emotional intelligence is a class that I wish that they taught in high school. You know how we be like, yo, dang, I wish it was something today. I wish they taught credit in high school, hell, middle school, if you ask me, starting in middle school. You know how, like, I don't know, I mean, I ain't telling my big age, well, my medium age. But when I was in middle school, they taught what was it, home ec, right? So they teach you like the beginning of how to sew. Like when I was in ninth grade, I remember I took nutrition, which is kind of like the like home ec, kind of. We had little kitchens in there. We were learning how to cook, learning recipes, etc. And I just remember thinking, man, the life skills part of life is so important that these people are now adults, and I can't believe that they don't think that that is something that they should be teaching us instead of 1 + 1 is 2. Emotional intelligence, it took me a long time to even learn what it is. It took me a long time to even gain an understanding. You read the book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. Um, it's important, y'all, because we automatically assume that everybody encompasses the emotional maturity to be able to digest our feelings, their own feelings, the feelings of the people around them. We think that we give people the benefit of the doubt, and we automatically think that okay, if they're walking around and functioning, and people seem to like them, et cetera, that they must have enough emotional maturity and emotional intelligence to be able to self-regulate their own emotions. And it's a lot of ticking time bombs walking around because a lot of people have not learned that. It is a learned art. We cannot keep holding our parents accountable for the things that we did not get from them. I will always say, parents, and this is as a parent myself, can only give you what they got. Can only give you what they know is love. Can only give you what they learned is life. So you have to take that, and then you have to hold yourself accountable to do all of the learning and everything that you can do so that you can figure out if that is the life that you want to create for yourself and for your future generations. I say all that to say, y'all, therapy is not for crazy people, although there is some therapy for that as well. Therapy is for healing. Therapy is for acknowledging. Therapy is for unearthing. Therapy is for growth. Therapy is for the people in your life who could get hurt, have gotten hurt, will get hurt if you do not go to therapy and work on your anger management, work on your outlook on life, work on things that you're harboring, work on your jealousy that you feel towards other people, work on blaming everybody else but yourself for things that's going on in your life. It can't always be everybody else's fault. Listen, we all got shit going on. We all going through shit. Look at the world. Yes, I miss the 90s. Yes, I miss my grandma and them. Yes, I miss the way life used to be. But guess what? I can either mope about that or I can create the life that I want to see. And part of creating the life that you want to see is knowing your people. You ever heard people talk about be careful who you let sit on the front row of your life? Yeah, that's not just a cliche saying, because who you let have access to you and according to what level you have let them have access to you determines a lot of things that happen to you. And you don't even know it. You should not feel anxiety from having a conversation with someone. You should not feel it in your chest every time the phone ring and that person's name come across the screen, but you feel obligated for some reason, whether they're a family member, in a relationship, a friend, a boss, a co-worker, a bill collector. You should not feel obligated to let that in your life. And when I say in your life, I mean in your day, because sometimes it's in your life whether you want it to be or not, right? A lot of times we stuck with people, places, things, jobs, etc. that right now it just is what it is, or it is what it is. They're part of us. They're part of our family, part of our friendship, part of our lives. Cool. But you gotta know how to deal with people. You gotta know how to deal with people, knowing when you know how they are. This is nothing against them, but this is about you. When you know how they are, you have got to govern yourself accordingly. What I mean is, if you know it's somebody that throws up things in your face, don't tell them things that you don't want thrown up in your face. If you happy about something and you know that this person is always Debbie Downer, don't give them your good news. Now they're gonna try to trick you. They're gonna try to make it seem like, dang, you don't never tell me nothing. Blah 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 blah. And then you're gonna start feeling like, okay, dang, maybe they do care. Maybe I can tell them. And then as soon as y'all get in an argument, they throw everything back up in your face, and then you realize why you never tell them anything in the first place. Y'all, we got to do a better job of trusting ourselves. We be knowing. We be knowing. Oh, we be knowing. We be knowing, but we still be thinking that it's something else that can happen, that they can do, that we can do, that will make it better. I just hope that, and like I said, this was not what the lowdown was about. I'm about to get into the things that I know we got to touch on before we run out of time. How long have we been on stream so far? About 40 minutes. Y'all, when you really take the time to do the work, because it's really about doing the work. Doing the work on yourself, for yourself, and for those around you. You can't be good to anybody if you are not good to yourself. Because take it from me, and I mean this wholeheartedly, and I'm speaking from experience, you will burn out. People pleasing will burn your candle wick out. And it can take years and years and years. It can take your whole childhood, growing up to become an adult. And then all of a sudden, everything just seems so heavy. And all of a sudden, you just burn out and you can't do nothing for nobody. Not even yourself. Y'all, we got to do a better job of taking care of ourselves. Taking care of ourselves, doing the work on ourselves, even when we don't know what we want the outcome to be. but at least we know we don't want to be where we are. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. But that was important because, like I said, sorry, hold on, y'all. Like I said, that was important because, it's not always easy, and I'm a victim of it. I was in a good mood, having a good and it's a lot going on with me, but um, you still try to be there. I still try to be there for other people, and just I don't even talk about what I got going on for real, for real. I just like, what do you need? How can I blah blah blah? And I let somebody get me out of character. Rope me into an argument, and the argument literally stemmed from um, something that the person asked me, and I actually answered it honestly. So be careful because people be asking me for the truth, but they don't really want to hear the truth. And sometimes when they ask you the truth, they ask you for the truth that they want to hear. Because again, you don't know what everybody going through. And then sometimes you tell them something and they'll take offense to it because what they got going on in their life, Yeah, time out for that. Time is out for that. Like, that is not, there is no way you're gonna make me believe that when they said love is patient, love is kind, that's what God meant. Uh-uh. Love is not walking on eggshells. Love is not being able to tell the person that you share a life with, or a love with, or a close relationship with. Love is not feeling like you can't tell them anything because you're afraid that they're gonna rain on your parade, or throw it up in your face. Controlling how you respond is more important than what you got to say back to somebody. And I know how it is, because sometimes, baby, oh my gosh, you be wanting to say exactly what's on your mind, or how you feeling, or you might be aggravated, you might have a headache, you might have had a bad day, you might have cramps, ladies. It might be what it is. Men, you might be under pressure, etc., etc. But y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all better stop taking it out on the people in y'all lives that love y'all, and do the work on yourself, because you don't want to push away the people who really, really love you and who really, really are there for you. We all are works in progress. Don't let nobody make you think it's something wrong with the level you on. Okay. And don't let them make you think that by you trying to be honest with them, or express your feelings to them, or express how they made you feel, or what they did to you, or etc. Don't let them make you feel like you're doing something to them, because they will play the victim. A what about me attitude. Y'all, emotional vampires. But that's for a whole nother show. Let's get back to the lunchtime lowdown, because I know I'm gonna have to go in a little bit. But I love hanging out with y'all, man, because we got questions, baby. First of all, I told y'all yesterday, and probably did before too. This weekend, I'm really gonna do my due diligence. I have had 2 soundboards, okay, 2 soundboards, 2 microphones, and 3 different light systems. We've been going through different technical setups to try to see what works best, from the lighting to the sound, etc. And we have been tweaking it. I feel like it's getting a little better. Okay, yep, I feel like it's getting a little better. But I do want to. We did try the other soundboard this week. I was not pleased with the results that it gave me, and I still wasn't able to do what I wanted to do throughout, the stream with y'all. So then, it didn't make sense. So we took that back, and shout out to Rick Party, radio legend, radio Hall of Famer, the great living legend Rick Party. He turned me on to another board. So I am going to do my due diligence this weekend and work with my team, aka my adult sons who do music, don't they all? To try to get this sound and everything popping. But until then, though, Ghetto round of applause, please. Yay! Yo. 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 That's Biggie Smalls on my shirt, by the way. And you know who Biggie Smalls is? Biggie Smalls is the late, great, notorious B.I.G., a rapper. You know who else is a rapper? Young Thug. And you know where Young Thug is at right now, ladies and gentlemen? Anywhere but jail. Get a round of applause, please, for Young Thug. Let me share my screen, y'all. Thug is free. Thug is home. And I would like to think that us, as a clique, has something to do with that. Y'all know we've been on mistrial watch since last week. We've been praying for the whole situation. Okay. And you know, I said it yesterday. I ended up getting cut off the stream. But for everybody who hung out with me yesterday while we was watching who's sorry, come on. Well, we were watching it. Oh Lord, sorry. Watching it happen live, watching the judge give her recommendations, and I'm sorry, not her recommendations, but give her sentence live because he made a blind plea, which we'll get into that in a second. I kept saying, y'all, he's gonna get 5 years. And the first time when she said 5 years, and she said credit for time served, I knew it. I said, oh, he's going home. He's going home today. He's going home today. There is nothing they could have told me to justify why they would have kept the Young Thug in jail. But check this out real quick, because I'm not even about to attempt to break down what his plea deal is, y'all, because plea deal is. So let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen, okay? And I'm going to let them break it down really quick so that for everybody that didn't see it or didn't understand it, because I ain't going to lie, I done watched like 25 videos. I watched it live, etc. And I'm still trying to understand exactly what is what. And you know, I'm homegirl homicide, but I feel like they just overcomplicated it. So let's see. All right, can y'all see that? All right, hold on. Let me there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, okay, y'all. All right, selfie show stick. Don't make me sell out on you now. I ain't did my review yet. Anybody ever used the selfie show stick? I thought I liked it, y'all, but I'm starting to change my mind. Anyway, Hunty. All right, so let's see. Let's try this one, y'all. Oh, wait. No, not being funny, but if this is that guy who we got to get it from the right people, y'all. I need somebody to break down. Let's see. Young Thug. I need it broken down where we can understand. Okay. And when I say we, I mean us. All right, let's see. Cha. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Oh. Wait. Let me make sure y'all can hear. Sorry, I had to turn the other speaker on.
Throughout the week, we have followed the YSL trial as both sides hammered out potential plea deals behind closed doors. And earlier today, when the exact terms of the deal fell through, it fell.
Hold on, baby. Hold on, little baby. All right, hold on. Maybe the speaker was on it. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Young Thug sentence explained.
We have followed the YSL trial as both sides hammered out potential plea deals behind closed doors. And earlier today, an agreement was reached. When the exact terms of the deal fell through, it fell to the judge to determine the fate of Jeffrey Williams.
Both sides presented their final arguments to Judge Whitaker. Here's a breakdown of this complicated sentence. What was originally a 5-year sentence was modified by the judge to time served, meaning the 2.5 years. 5-year sentence was modified by the judge to time served.
All right. So, and we're gonna fact check me because, like I said, it was a lot. And then they gave what I would like to think was their version of closing arguments if it had gone all the way through to like the end of the trial. But it was like their plea deal closing arguments, I think. I'm not sure. You know anything about the law, let me know. But anyway, so I do know he pled guilty to 6 charges, and I am pretty confident that 2 of them he pled nolo contender. Okay. Meaning that he's not admitting that he has that he's guilty. But he is saying that if they decided to prosecute him on that and he rolled the dice, that the prosecution probably had enough evidence to probably make him look guilty. So that's what nolo is. So let's hear the rest of the charges broken down.
Meaning the 2.5 years Young Thug has already spent in jail was good enough. Today, he starts 15 years on probation. Hanging over his head is a 20-year sentence. If he stays out of trouble during probation, that sentence will also be commuted. Now, the judge reminded Young Thug his words and actions are broadcasted on a global stage.
I know you're talented, and even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try.
Okay, first of all, let me start by saying I like this judge. I do think she was fair, and I think, man, in a justice system that is definitely not always favorable for people that look like me. And when I say look like me, of course I mean Black and brown people, and especially like with what the Atlanta District Attorney Office was doing with this case it was a mess. And the fact that she came in and put some order into this whole situation and brought this whole trial to an end after how many years? I do think she was fair. But man, Miss Judge Whitaker, I think that's her name, right? If you do decide to rap again, like, really, ma'am? Okay. Of course he is. That's what he do.
To use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go.
I agree
In
with
her
that.
parting words, the judge also reminded Williams of the consequences that await him if he violates that probation.
Okay, court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations, but if there are any, you're coming back to see me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow.
Technically, the YSL trial is not over. That's because 2 co-defendants rejected plea deals today. As for Young Thug, the world is watching his next move as he starts a new chapter in life.
Now, Fox 5's Rob Durienzo was outside the courtroom gathering reaction from Young Thug's defense team. He joins us now from the Fulton County Jail on Rice Street. Rob, we understand the Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, has been released.
Yep, so he got out last night, y'all. So again, man, congratulations. Especially to his kids, man. And his kids, his girlfriend, Mariah, the scientist. Baby, Mariah, I feel you, sis. Yes. Y'all ain't gonna see Mariah for a minute. She gonna pop up pregnant. But yeah, listen, y'all, I ain't even about to, we've been on mistrial watch for over a week. I'm not even about to go back and forth about it. All I know is, like I told y'all before, we were saying Young Thug. But of course, y'all, Young Thug is not the only person on trial. It's the RICO trial. And then of course you still got Yak Gotti, and I don't know the other person's name. And the only reason I know Yak Gotti name because I see now people are saying and Thug, I heard, is saying free Yak Gotti. All right, they want to take this trial. Take this trial. Take this trial. Who remember that song? I started selling dope back in 1993. Okay, anyway. I'm probably wrong words, but you know what I'm talking about. What is Mr. Big Time? He from Alabama. Y'all remember that? Take that, it's the trial, B. Take that, it's the trial. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Now y'all know I gotta find it. Hold on. Don't judge me. Mr. Big, yes, Mr. Big. Yeah, I remember this. Hold on.
Reporting live down in the Maysville News Center, KBD, the artist known as Mr. Big were to be released from prison today and has
That shit to trial, bitch. Take that shit to trial, bitch. Take that shit to trial, bitch. Take that shit to trial.
Okay. For another time. But baby, if the 90s is your thing, like the 90s is my thing, you you better bring the army because I'm finna bring the Navy. Hey, both phones ringing at one time. What the? Why? Really? All right. Anyway, again, welcome home, Young Thug. And congratulations to you. And hopefully, y'all don't think that Young Thug is free, the case is over, or just the other two people got to get sentenced or whatever. Y'all, listen, this is going to make a big change, I think, from a legal perspective, from an industry perspective. Y'all, hip hop, I still say, it's going through a reckoning. It's going through a reckoning and awakening, and we got to keep our eyes peeled on it, man, because things will never be the same in a whole lot of ways. Speaking of, if you do not subscribe to my YouTube channel already, come on over and join the clique. Come on, that's how you can support your girl. Come on over and join the clique. Radio-Muva on YouTube. Hold on, let me put it up down here for you. All right. All right. So, all right, here we go. Y'all, Young Thug Daddy. First of all, don't Young Thug look just like his daddy? Look at this. Look. Young Thug Dad. Okay, look at this, y'all. First of all, don't he look like his daddy? God. He look a lot like his daddy. Y'all listen now. I was like, man, I was listening to his speech. Afterwards he was out there, he was talking, y'all, and then I'm gonna just let y'all watch. So if you follow if you subscribe to my channel, and you may have already seen this because I put it up earlier, but I was doing a reaction video, watching, the things he was saying, and I was putting on my lip gloss and my makeup, and he was like, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I was like, oh, he about to give us a motivational moment, a motivational quote or whatever. Y'all, check this out. Y'all.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Oh, Young Thug Dad got a word of inspiration.
Any fight you go through in life and anything that you have to deal with in life,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be scared.
Right.
You can't be scared. And I'm out of here.
Did you just wipe his nose?
Jeffrey ended.
Did y'all see what I see? Let's play it again. Because I think y'all think, right, that I'm, I'm probably reaching, right? You probably think I'm reaching, right? Okay, let's watch it again. Let's watch it again so we can make sure that I'm not tripping. It ain't you, it's me.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Oh, Young Thug Dad got a word of inspiration.
Any fight you go through in life and anything that you have to deal with in life,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be scared.
Right.
You can't be scared. And I'm out of here.
Oh my God. Did you just wipe his nose?
Jeffrey ended.
Yeah. You know how I'd be like, it's our business. right? So we don't want to put our business out there, but y'all, it be your own people. We gotta talk about Young Thug Day, but we ain't gonna do it today. You know why we ain't gonna do it today? Because we're gonna focus on the positive. But the fact that part of Young Thug, I want y'all to also see like what his stipulations are, because he can't be like in the city of Atlanta for like I think what, a couple years, 2 years, maybe something like that. And you know, his dad didn't like that, his family didn't like that, and of course, you know, they're thinking like, okay, maybe Thug doesn't like that because you know that's where he's from. He can't be around Cleveland Avenue. He can't do none of that, right? And man, this man is ready to get out of jail. Excuse me, y'all. But this is a perfect example of why he do not need to be in his, I don't want to say in his comfort zone or not around his people, because that's not what I mean. But y'all, look at this.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Oh, Young Thug Dad got a word of inspiration.
Any fight you go through in life and anything that you have to deal with in life, you can't be scared.
Hey.
You can't be scared. And I'm out of here.
What's the weird thing?
Did you just wipe his nose?
Jeffrey ended type thing.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Oh, Young Thug Dad got a word of inspiration. Is somebody who suffers from sinus issues herself. For somebody who, you know, the weather's changing and my nose has been a little sniff, you know, for somebody who has a child in daycare, pre-K in school or something, and, you know, the kids, they love to share germs. They bring the germs home, right? For somebody who got the fan blowing on them right now because it's a little hot in the studio because the light's on you. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Come here, get close, because this is our business. Did y'all see that man with his nose? For real, y'all? For real. This is literally at Rice Street. Those who know, right? After Thug got out. And did you see what his dad did? It be your own people. Anyway, we got questions, Young Thug Daddy. But not today. Because today, we're going to focus on the positive. And I'm wiping my nose because really my sinuses are acting up, okay? My little allergies, okay? It's not, I don't know, you know, maybe Young Thug Dad needs some Durk or something. Y'all gonna ask? Who gonna ask? We got questions, Young Thug Daddy. Maybe you need some clarity or something. Okay. Anyway, we shall revisit that. I also want y'all to know, like, the terms of, let me see, the terms. Hold on. Terms. Okay. Right, Young Thug terms and conditions. Because I will butcher it. I already know if I try to explain, I'm going to butcher it. Hold on. Young Thug's complicated sentence explain. Okay, so maybe what we were watching, maybe at the end it's going to tell us. So let's see.
Throughout the week, we have followed the YSL trial as both sides hammered out potential if he violates that probation.
Okay, court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations, but if there are any, you're coming back to see me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Technically, the YSL trial is not over. That's because 2 co-defendants rejected plea deals today. As for Young Thug, the world is watching his next move as he starts a new chapter in life.
Fox 5's Rob Durienzo was outside the courtroom gathering reaction from Young Thug's defense team. He joins us now from the Fulton County Jail on Rice Street. Rob, we understand the Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, has been released.
Hey there, guys. Good evening to you both. Well, just a short time ago, Jeffrey Williams, whose stage name is Young Thug, left the Fulton County Jail somewhat of a free man. As you mentioned, he's going to be on the next 15 years on probation. Meanwhile, we heard reaction from his attorneys on the steps of the courthouse. Take a listen. Pleading guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges in the YSL Young Thug headed home after pleading guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges in the YSL RICO case. He did so without a deal from the district attorney's office.
Negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office.
So I know people are like, well, I thought they said he took a deal. He did take a deal, but it wasn't a deal that was negotiated with the DA, if that makes sense. Like negotiations broke down. Because I know a lot of us were like, man, Thug, don't take a deal, don't take a deal, don't take a deal. But he has a really great lawyer. These two right here, they are awesome. And we'll go through what they said another time, but I just want to say that they rolled the dice, y'all. And they rolled the dice and they came out on top. And that's a blessing because you put in a place where, and unfortunately, and one of his lawyers, like I said, we'll get into their speech at another time. He said something that was so real. He was like, imagine if this was another person that looks just like Jeffrey, aka Young Thug, but he didn't have the means and resources that Jeffrey did. We wouldn't even be here right now. This situation wouldn't have turned out as good. And so for somebody like Brian Steele, who is an attorney, and he's also a white attorney, he is not, he understands what's going on in the justice system. And I appreciate him calling it out because, if we say something about it, right? Or buddy right here to the right of him, I forgot his name. If he said something about it, then they'll be like, oh, he complaining because he's black. Oh, you're always bringing up race. No. I mean, what he said was 1,000,000% right. Okay. And it's going to take more than just this little breakdown here of us to understand what the hell is going on in this whole deal that they ended up coming to. But ultimately, the judge got the last say, and she was able to, the DA, they gave what they thought they should have. The defense gave what they wanted. And then the judge split the baby and basically gave him credit for time served and backloaded the rest of the sentence if he violates probation. And what I love about what she did, and I'm gonna jump off stream after that, y'all. We did over an hour. I love y'all. But what I love that she did is that I always feel like in the justice system, it does not give not only people who are black and brown, but people, period, who are impoverished, or do not have the money for a good defense, etc. They get put in places and a rock and a hard place, and they be in jail so long that they just take deals, cop out, and plead to stuff that they didn't do just to get home, just to get it over with, or just due to their ignorance of the law or the fact that they don't have any money, etc. And I often get frustrated with the legal system because you always sentence people when there's no correction in the correction system. And we deal with, because listen, the people you're sending back out into society, you're sending them back out for us to have to deal with the consequences of them being in jail or prison. And then you won't deal with, and when I say you, I'm talking about the justice system. You won't deal with the consequences that got them to jail or prison. So thinking that you're just going to punish them and it's going to eradicate the things that are going on that led them to that place to even be there today, locked up or in prison, is what the problem is what the breakdown is. And that is why people always say there is no correcting in correction system. There is no, it's just not. So for her, it has to be a special type of judge, someone that really gets it, and someone that just errs on the side of right. I'm hoping that's what it was in this case. That's what it looks like. But she held him accountable on a level that could actually not only change his life, but change the lives of others. He's got to perform 4 times a year, 4 free concerts, stop the violence, gang violence to the youth, to try to, encourage them positively to not get involved in that life in low income areas, etc. And that is important and more prominent to me than however long a sentence you would have gave him. Because him sitting in jail is not going to help change the world. But him giving those free concerts to, he's internationally known after what he's been through, because now it's a part of his testimony. And to whom much is given, whom much is required. And I am praying for Young Thug, that he is able to help change the world in a positive way, because our youth and the state of the streets right now, boy, we need it. So again, welcome home, Young Thug. We're gonna talk about Young Thug Daddy later. We'll get back into the rest of his sentence later. Still things we got to talk about. Grand jury convened yesterday to get one of the a new Diddy witness that we never seen before. So yesterday, that's now talking about another Kim Porter book that was the original Kim Porter book. That's not the Kim Porter book that the kids and family and friends say is not Kim Porter's book. But now they said this was the original Kim Porter. Child. Okay, we got to go into that. Lil Durk, it's been little crickets, been a little quiet with his situation. We got to check on what's going on there. The countdown to voting is on. Have you voted yet? iwillvote.com. Check your status. Check out where you can go to vote, etc. And happy heavenly 2-year anniversary to Take Off from the Migos. Still can't believe you're gone. Still can't believe how you died. It's crazy, but we love you. We miss you. And rest in heaven. Take Off. All right, y'all. I know I gave y'all a lot in the beginning, so I'm going to backload this word of the day. It's never about who loves you. It's never about who doesn't love you. But what it is about is that you love you. All right? All right, I'll be back. Make sure you subscribe. Radio-Muva on everything. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. What up to my Facebook crew? Rumble, Twitch. What am I forgetting? Instagram. And we're going to have to bring TikTok into the fold. We're going to have to bring TikTok and X into the fold. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Holla at me in the chat, y'all.